Unlike It here from Nerd Mode, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how I personally and how Nerd Mode will make their thumbnails. So yeah, it's going to be really cool, so let's go. So first things first, you have to go into the Chrome Web Store. So I think everyone knows how to get to the Chrome Web Store. Right here. If not, I will leave the link in the description for where you can go to the Chrome Web Store. Yeah. So right here, you want to make sure you're selected to apps down here next to extensions and themes and games. You want to click apps, and then you want to search in the store Gravit. It's not gravity. It's just Gravit, all lowercase. So then you just hit enter, and this should pop up right here, Gravit Designer. But I already have it installed right down here. So yeah. So this is what it looks like right here. So you can click on it, look through the images. So this is what you can make with this thing, and it's completely free. So yeah. Yeah, so this is how you get it. And yeah, so then to open it, it'll probably say downloaded over here in your notifications bar, but I have screen recorder going. So right in here, the little circle icon, which you can get by hitting the little search key on your keyboard, it'll pop up this, and it'll probably say right here that you've used it, or your most used apps. It'll probably be the first one because you just downloaded it. And when you're ready, you just right-click it, and then you can hit pin to shelf, and it'll be down here. So that is really good. So then you open it, and it's going to look like this. And you can hit the full screen button to make it full screen. So yeah. So if you want to make a YouTube thumbnail, you have to do it in the dimensions of 1280 by 720. Unless you'd rather not make a thumbnail, then why are you even watching this video? You also want to make sure it's set to PX, because any of the if it's set to MM or CM, everything will be higher quality, but YouTube is not going to accept the file, which is very annoying. So we have to set it to PX. Yeah. And then when you're done, just hit create, and it'll just pop up like this. So you probably need a title. So I'm just going to say, it's kind of like Photoshop too. So, I mean, you have all this. You have the layers over here, everything. So, yeah. So we're just going to type in Jumbo D Bumbo, something like that. And then I'm going to highlight all of it. And then we'll turn it to extra bold. Turn the size up to like 60. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just put it over there. Yeah. So now let's go into Google Chrome. Let's look up an image. Let's look up Zelda. And when you're searching images on Google Chrome, you want to make sure you go to usage rights, and labeled reuse with modification by going into tools. So you want to make sure it's always set to that, so you never get copyrighted images, because that's not good. So let's see, what can I find that'll be good? And you want to try to find an image that's close to the dimensions of your thumbnail, so it's easier for you. See if we can find. This is the best I'm gonna get, probably. So we'll say, okay, there's two ways you can do this. You can save the image, go into files, and drag it, or what I just like to do, because I don't like having my thing cluttered, is just to copy the image and then just paste it in. So yeah. Now I know some people who just like to change the opacity so you can see the text through it, but that is like not. It's not the best way. You can just take the text and just drag it over the image, and it will be with the image in a group, but it'll still be on here. So let's add this. Let's make it a more noticeable color than black. Let's try like red. No, red's not going to work good here. Let's do blue. Yeah, that'll look good here. So yeah. I believe if you watch the channel intro, it has our logo because we're doing short films as well. So yeah. But if you go on the channel and look at the channel intro, it has our logo with text over it. The main font that's probably the best for Gravit is Open Sans. Because in Open Sans you can do light italic, regular italic, semi-bold, and it looks like Arial. So that's like, it's a really good font. So I would highly suggest using it. Yeah. So when you're done with the thumbnail, then you can just go over here. So here's where everyone gets confused. If you go over here to save, what it's going to say is save to file, but then it's going to save it as a Gravit custom file so that you can only open it with Gravit. So that would be like if you want to save it and come back to it the next day or a week later or something. But do not use that as your final saving format. What you want to do is you want to go over here to this rectangle with an arrow, which says export, and then it'll open up this menu. So when you're done, you would go to size, and you would set it back to the dimensions. X would be like 12. It would be by. So this is what it would do. So it would be 1280 by 720. Yeah, and you want to make sure it's set to PNG. I mean, you could set it to JPEG, but the thing with JPEGs is if you have any transparent things in here, because I've made a face cam border with this, which I'm not using right now because I'm technically not done with it, but JPEGs will get rid of all transparency. So if you go to PNG is not the best format, but I like leaving it at PNG. And then when you're done, just hit export, and it's going to ask you where to put the file. So I'll just put it as la. Save. And then when it's done, it's here. So you can just X out, go in your files, and it's right here. Right there. It's really an easy way to make things. And I even made our logo and the channel art with it. I just found the correct dimensions. You just have to go through and find out what dimensions work for YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. So hope you guys enjoyed. And remember guys, we're not nerds, we're super nerds.